welcome back. Today we're doing prompt number 12 from Little Bit of E-Design. Yes, it's from since last year, November, but that's okay. I'm determined to finish. I'm going to finish. So what I'm doing, I'm working in my art journal today, and I'm measuring out some wallpaper strips. I got these in a pharmacy. I just really like the pattern a lot. I wasn't sure where I was going to use it. And then I saw this prompt and I was like, hey, I could use this. It's flowers. So I'm measuring it against the book to get my length, and just kind of averaging and cutting. And now I'm sticking them down on my page. I'm using it as my background. I'm using my spatula to spread it flat and stuck as it could get stuck. Because it's actually quite thick. It's not paper thin. Yeah, it's like cardstock. What thickness, I don't know. I really can't say, but it's thick. It's thicker than Bristol board. Yeah. And I find that is so cool how those flowers kind of lined up. That's pretty awesome. Now I have to measure that tiny piece in the corner. I was like, I wish this could have measured perfectly equal. Just those two, but that's okay. Didn't use a ruler to measure, just kind of average it and hoping for the best. And apparently I cut it fat and slim, so I had to flip it. It kind of didn't exactly fit, and I really should have offered it up against the page before I put the glue, but what you gonna do? That really is gonna take some time to dry, but right now I'm trying to force dry it, which I've never done before, and I have no idea how it would have turned out. So just try things and see what happens, right? So the edges were really sticking up and I had to really dry it. Now I'm going over it because I wanted this to be the background. So I'm pushing it further into the background by adding some white gesso. But I want to still see the flowers. So I just added, I thought it was one layer. I'm trying to add a thick layer of gesso so that you can still see the flowers after it's dried. And I found that was too thin, so I decided to add some white acrylic, and I found this was too white. This is definitely not what I wanted. So I'm putting the excess on a scrap, which I will use in a different project later on. I'm just taking off as much as I can with the brush and putting it on the page, the scrap page. Now I can see my background a bit better and I'm liking this. I can see my flowers. So remember, the name of this prompt, number 12, is Floral. So I'm drawing the page now and I'm thinking, what can I do? Should I really wasn't sure. I found my flower stencil. Yes, those are flowers. And I decided to layer the whole page with another background layer. So I'm adding, and because it's the background, I just went in with a nice light blue using a makeup sponge, a very cheap makeup sponge. And I'm just gonna add some blue stenciling flowers throughout the whole page. And it's a thin layer, so even though these flowers are coming over the page, you can actually, I know when it's dry, it will dry lighter than it's going on, and I would still be able to see the background flowers through it, which is what I wanted. So it's pretty cool. I like it. And here now I'm deciding, still trying to figure out what to do next. I'm dabbing away, and I don't know what to do. Which actually happens more than you'd think. So off to dry that now, and let's see what can happen. So I went on the computer, I pulled up a flower, something simple that I felt I could draw, because drawing from the top of my head is very difficult. So this is me hesitating a lot because I'm afraid to start. But I'm using a Stabilo All pencil, which it feels smooth and silky and waxy. It's amazing. It's water soluble. That means when I add water or any liquid to it, it will smudge. So I decided to challenge myself and draw with it, knowing that I'm going to paint over it and it is going to smudge. Yeah, it was kind of scary. That's why I hesitated so much before starting. So I'm just looking at the flower and copying, not exactly, the petals that I saw and trying to make it fit on the page. I was kind of excited to see how the paint would look when I painted it. Now I'm adding my red. And it's smudging and it's black red. I found it was a bit too red, so I added some water to my tray, and I'm now watering it down, toning it down, diluting it. That's the word. I'm diluting it now, and I'm liking what I see. And what I actually noticed happening is that I could actually see the background, the flowers in the background coming through, which is something unexpected. I didn't expect it to show up that much. And while I'm doing this, I'm wondering if I should do another layer to cover it up or if I should leave it. So I'm just going along trying to make my edges darker and make the middle of the leaves more diluted. Yeah. And just turn the book upside down to get a better angle for my hands. Easier to paint. You see how you're seeing the blue through the leaves? It's amazing. I really was not expecting that, but I like it. So as this is drying now, the background flowers, the blue, is actually showing up even more. And I'm drying and I'm trying to decide, do I like this? Am I gonna leave it like this? Should I do another layer? But I decide to leave it. Now I'm gonna do my stem with green. Oh, I found the flower was looking a bit empty, lacking. It needed something. So I went in with white acrylic. And I'm just adding some lines to the tops and to the bottom of the petals. Just to give it some definition and character and, you know, some sort of realism, kind of. Yeah, the paint was on a bit thick on that one. Brush gave me a bit of a problem. It really makes a difference when you have good quality products and tools. But I always say use what you have. And this is what I have, this is what I'm using. Make it work until you could do better. And as I'm doing this, I realized, yes, this is what it needed, and I really, really like it. Turned out a lot better than I expected, than I thought. This is, yeah. So this is my floral. I'm signing it. And I really, really like it. This is one of my best pages. Thank you so much for watching and spending this time with me, and I hope it inspires you to create. And I would love to see if you've joined the prompt. I hope to see you all next time for number 13.